How are we all? I was given a challenge yesterday, and not being one to run away from a challenge in a hurry, I've accepted. So tonight I am doing stuffed jalapenos with the Schrade tomahawk. This is going to be interesting. So Adam Humphreys dropped the challenge to me last night, wanted to know if I could do stuffed jalapenos with the Schrade tomahawk. Now, theoretically, the edge should do really well, but let's see what we can come up with anyway. Where are we? There we go. Okay. So, let's see how it goes with the shallot challenge. Actually, this is slicing through like butter. I don't know if I'm getting the right angle there for you. I'm trying to do it in small bits. It's a bit hard to judge. This is, I think, going to be quite surprising. So we just had another storm, which is Christmas in Brisbane. Storm season this time of year is always bad, and usually Christmas Day is around 36, 38 degrees and real hot and muggy. So actually slicing it like a knife, wow, this was easier than doing it the other way. The only thing I'm finding a problem at the moment is the weight, with my wrist still being a little bit on the bad side. But I gotta say, this is pretty amazing that it's slicing so well. The edge on it is fantastic. So, shallots down and dusted. Let's see how we go. Actually, we'll put all these here onto the plate to get it out of the way. Okay, now let's see how it chops through a mushroom. This will be interesting. You gotta be kidding me. That's slicing it real thin. Try and cut that a little thicker, I think. Okay, it's breaking down towards the base, but that's to be expected. I mean, look at the thickness of this thing. But that's chopping through a mushroom so easy. That's pretty cool. Alright, now let's see how we go with chopping up a couple of the jalapenos. And see if we can hollow these out. That was the big challenge. I'll get back into frame here a bit. There we go. Alright. Wow. This is actually pretty cool. Well, if this doesn't end up being a great review slash advertisement for Schrade, nothing will. Okay, now we'll try and hollow them out. This, I think, is going to be where it gets a little interesting. I told you guys the other day that the edge on this is just fantastic for an axe or tomahawk, whichever you want to call it, and it hollows it out perfect. So the only thing I'm struggling with is the weight at the moment. Let's try the back edge here. Perfect. Actually, I think that might be a little bit easier to do it with the back edge. Hollow out that bit. One sailboat. Well, if it handles the veggies this well, or I don't see it's going to have a problem with handling meats. But in case it was going to be a problem, I did have a knife ready as a backup. But no backup needed. Back edge. This is doing an absolutely fantastic job. Now I got this particular one last year at a gun show. I think it was a good value for money. And now that I've seen what it's doing as far as food prep, I mean, not everyone is going to grab their tomahawk or their axe or whatever and go food prepping. But as I keep telling most people, it's always great to challenge yourself to see what you can do, come up with. And yeah, if it doesn't work, try it again. Okay, I'll hold off on these. Let's put all this to the side. Now I'm going to go and grab the bits and pieces of meat that I want to do, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. I actually thought I'm going to try and chop up a bit of the pepperoni as well. Whether it'll cut through, I don't know. That's actually cutting through fairly easy, and I'm going through the skin as well. That's pretty cool. Able to cut through the pepperoni, and that's a nice pepperoni slice as well. Okay, now let's get on to the bacon. Told you guys that the edge on this was quite surprisingly sharp for a tomahawk, and that's just showing me. You can still see that the coating is there. Nothing at all has been off this coating except for the top section here where I slammed it into concrete yesterday. But other than that, everything is exactly the same, and I've bashed this into wood over the last couple of days as well. Let's dice it the easy way. Diced bacon. That's super cool. bit of shaved ham. Yeah, watching fingers. We now have diced shaved ham. And of course, same as the other day, let's do them as surf and turf. Cut up a couple of prawns. Wouldn't be Christmas without the prawns, right? I only like this time of year because it's usually the only time the supermarket gets in fresh prawns. So your challenge was accepted, Adam, and I've got to say that even I am surprised at how well this Schrade axe has done. This has done an amazing job at food prep. Turn our jalapenos into little hollowed out boats for our nice thin pepperoni, down to our diced bacon, ham, mushroom and shallot. This is a phenomenal little tool. Now, I honestly don't think that any of us are going to be without a knife around the camp, but this is really cool to know that this will do it. You don't have to worry about the coating. The coating actually has helped it, I think. But being super sharp to get through for the fine stuff was just absolutely amazing. Highly recommend getting hold of one of these little Schrade axes. In fact, I'm going to try and get one or two for up on the page. I think these need to be put up as prizes in the group. Then I want to throw out the challenge for you guys to see what you can make with yours. So there's even a challenge now. Go and grab your tomahawk or whatever you normally use for your wood processing like this, and see if you can do something really fine in the kitchen with it. That is just amazing. So, Adam, what's your next challenge? Pass. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Hope this has been interesting, and I hope it's shown you that it's not just a wood processing tool. This is actually really good in the kitchen. So, stay safe. Till next time, take it easy, guys.